Get ya. You did though.
All right, where you're parked in the same spot?
Here to start game number 3 of the day. That's 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3. So game 3 here is going to be against Texas Eclipse. Kendall squares the bunt, pulls back. So I was way off in the count. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. Should be good from here. That is offered at and fouled back. So had a little bit of a break there. In between games. Lost the first 7-2, 3-3 tie in the second one. Game 3 of 4 today. Ball is low. And Kendall draws a leadoff walk to start the Hotshots off here. That'll bring up Kinsley Schulte. You got Carissa Cloudy on deck, I believe. As long as there's not been any changes to the lineup, we'll monitor it as we go. But we have Kendall White on first base. So good start here for the Hotshots. Kinsley Schulte's your batter. That ball bounces and it's past. Kendall's on her way to second. And she'll be in there standing up. strikes. Ball's low and bounces again. Didn't look like Kinsley was going to move too much on that one. I think she would have been happy to take one off the leg there to get on base. Rachel Sanders is your number 3 batter. They're saying that one gets by as well. Kendall's on her way to third, so walk to lead the game. 3 pitches later, she's over at third base and ready to score. Ball's low, and ball 4, Kinsley draws a walk. So 10 total pitches, 8 balls, 2 strikes. Brings in Carissa. Rachel on deck. Camille's your number 3 hitter. 0-0 game here early in the first inning. Calls that one a strike. Kinsley runs on down to second base. We got second and third, nobody out. Carissa does a little bit of everything there with the bat. She can bunt, she can slap, she can hit for a little bit of power. So good spot for her to be up here with runners at second and third. Hotshots have survived the morning session, losing the first one, winning or tying the second one. Morning softball is not their thing. I think we've had enough sample size of that at this point to know the 8 o'clock game is not their friend. It was not their friend this morning. The 2:40 game typically is, and anything after that they've done very well over the course of the first 4 tournaments or so. So that ball's low and gets by the catcher. We got 3 balls and 1 strike. The ball's bunted down the third baseline. It's going to roll foul. So the count goes full. Second and third, nobody out. Chris is your batter. Rachel and then Camille looking to do some damage in the first. That's ball 4. And Coach White says, Kendall, stay here with me. We're gonna leave the bases loaded for Rachel and see if we can't get a few across here. Ball 1. Looks like Olivia will be your on-deck batter. So that ball stroked up the middle for a base hit. Kendall's in. Kinsley's rounding third. He holds her up, and we're going to have bases loaded again on a line drive single at the middle by Rachel. So good hit, drives in 1. Aliv is your batter with 1 ball. Camille will be your on-deck batter. There's the pitch. She swings hard hit ball down third base, but it's foul. Base is juiced here in the first. Kinsley's your runner at third. Carissa's at second. Rachel at first. Hit hard ball. And that's that sound I talked about last game coming off that ghost bat. When Aliv hits it center, that thing makes a lot of noise, and it did there. So great line drive into left field and drives in another for the Hotshots. It's 2-0. Brings in Camille. You got Abby on deck. Ball's up in the zone. He calls it a strike. We still got bases loaded and nobody out. 2-0 Hotshots. Ball bounces and gets by. Krista decides to hold this. Mentioned this earlier, but this backstop is not very far behind home plate. So even if it bounces by, it's tough to score. Absolutely can move from first to second or second to third, but coming home's different. Man, that thing was hit hard and almost caught Coach White over at third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Don't aim for toes. Oh, you want it to aim for the card.
Swinging away, strike 3. It's 1 out, bases loaded. We got Abby as your batter. Tripled in the last game, drove in 2. It ended up being a 3-3 tie. She hits this one to third. It's going to be a tough play, and he calls her out on the force at third. So Abby puts it in play, gets the run in. So I make 2 outs, but a 3-0 Hotshots lead. Got A-Liv on second, Abby on first. Cameron, after taking off the shin guards, as your batter. Hyatt is on deck. Which is high, ball 1. She's early. That's swinging, strike 1. She was geared up for the fastball, and I think the change came that time. She was out in front of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Up in the zone, she hits it to short. It's going to be a tough play at first. She gets her, so that'll end the inning. Hotshots get 3. We will move into the bottom of the first.
Connected.
Ugh,
Usually people close the sunroof when it's going to rain.
I'm not the one who opened it.
Should we check the replay?
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
Can we get that plane?
My daughter, I'm not telling you nothing. See, I want it. I'm telling you nothing. My daughter, I know it all. Right. But it's something different, right? Oh, the picture's your daughter? Yes. I'm sorry, I caught it. No, I was like, I ain't telling you nothing.
All right, so we're going to move into the bottom of the first. Rachel's your pitcher. Cameron's behind the plate. Pitch is low, ball one. Camille's over at third. Kinsley is short. Kendall is your second baseman. And A-Liv is over at first. On right, you have Carissa, Hyatt in center, and Abby in left. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. The ball's hit into left field. It's a high fly ball. Abby's under it. Hits off her glove and drops. Throws into second. The leadoff runner hitter is aboard.
Now batting for the Texas Eclipse, number 23.
Just high, ball one. Stealing second. So 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff hitter steals second. Move along here with a 3-0 Hotshots lead. It's a pitch. It's away. Ball 2. Foul back. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Slapped over to third. Good play by Camille. She's up with it and over, and that's the first out of the inning. Will advance the runner over to third. That one goes 5-3. First out is recorded. Pitch is fouled back. Big swing. Runner on third base, 1 out. Looking for a fastball low and away. So we get fastball low and away, and that's called strike 2. Change up, hit back to Rachel. She does a great job looking her back and holds the runner at third. So good play. Rachel gets the ground ball right back to her and goes 1-3 for the second out of the inning. And holds the runner at third base. Good job of looking her back there. Not getting too excited when it comes back, taking a good look. Regardless of how fast it is in softball, that one hit back to you fairly hard. You got a good opportunity to make sure that that runner doesn't just take off and go home, and Rachel did a good job of it there. There's a good pitch to strike one. So the leadoff hitter gets aboard, makes her way over to third base, but good play by Camille over third. A ground ball back to Rachel, and we got 2 outs, and the runner still at third base. Hopefully can strand her over there and get back in here and swing some bats.
The marking.
Now batting for the Lady Outlaws, number 12, Riley Ortiz.
Which is up, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs and a runner at third. 3-0 Hot Shots.
Batting for the Lady Outlaws, number 23.
Good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Change up high, full count. Up, strike 3. That'll end the inning. So good pitch up in the zone. Gets her swinging, strands the runner at third base. The Hot Shots are going to go in the top of the second, up 3-0.
Connected.
Did you just say Gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Good thing Coach Prime knows about. Say it one time. Because Aflac gets you money to help close that gap.
Now, how do we get this goat out of here?
Meet one of my new homies.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac.com.
Elephant would have been scarier.
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza when you need it most.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Friday, we kick off a huge holiday weekend of college football starting Friday at noon Eastern. Big Ten on CBS matchup between...
Now batting for the Lady Outlaws, number 30, Andrea Edwards.
Hyatt Hess is your batter. You got Aubrey Diaz as your on-deck batter. Strike 2. Aubrey Diaz is going to bat second this inning. You got Kendall White as your number 3 batter. Up in zone. He calls it strike 3. So Aubrey's your batter. Here's the pitch. It's up, ball 1. Let's hit the third. She's running. And they are going to get her at first. Pretty cool moment there, though. As you got Aubrey batting. I believe she's 9, but she can hit, and she just proved it. 9-year-old playing a 12U team pickup and needing extra players this weekend, and she strokes one to third base. It brings up Kendall White. You got Kinsley Schulte on deck. There's a slap and a great hit. There's no way they're getting Kendall from there. So good ball in play. That's a single on a slap. And that play has grown on me over the course of the season, seeing how some of these girls can bunt their way on, slap their way on, hit with a full stroke, and definitely makes it tough to defend. Kendall does a great job there getting that ball almost past the shortstop, but she's diving there, and Kendall's just too fast. There's no way you're going to get her. So here's Kinsley. Here's a pitch. First pitch is up in the zone, ball 1. Do have 2 outs. Runner on first and a 3-0 Hotshots lead. It's ball 2. Swing and a foul back.
What are you trying to get? The bee. Oh, the bee. I think it was like a dog or something. That's why I like these. Doggo. Really
Get a timeout there as Kinsley's shoe was untied, and Mom was not going to let her bat without having that shoe tied. So this is swung and it's hit. It's past second base. That's going to drop for a hit. And we got first and second, 2 outs. So not hit overly hard under that one, but flare that ends up just past the dirt at second base, and either the shortstop or the second baseman can get there. Not sure if the second baseman was having trouble. There's a lot of sun back there. It does bring up Carissa, and this is what I was talking about. She's bunted, she's fast, and she's safe at first. So like I mentioned earlier, Kendall is able to get on with a slap. Just put it in play and locate it the right way and find a way on. Kinsley finds a hole, and now Carissa puts a great bunt down, and there's bases loaded. And it brings up Rachel, one of your power hitters, to the plate. So good timing here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Hit this one here with a little bit of authority and bring in a few. Ball's down, ball 2. Kendall White's over at third. Kinsley is your runner at second. Carissa's over at first. Top of the second inning and 2 outs. Pitch is up in the zone. Rachel doesn't like it, but he calls strike 1. Eliv is on deck. Camille is number 3 hitter. You get a little bit of a rally going here. She hits it. It's popped up towards first. I don't think anybody sees it, but it's a foul ball. That'll even the count, 2-2. So we reset. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's low. Catcher keeps it in front of her. Keeps the runners in place. Started out as a brisk morning, it's turned into a wonderful afternoon here in Rosenberg. A little bit windy, winds blowing in from center, maybe from left. Definitely blowing in from left to right. About 30 minutes in. 30 minutes into this game here, so halfway. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Big spot for Rachel, see if she can put it in play. Ball's hit hard towards short. She's got it. She's going to turn and go to third for the 4, so that'll end the inning. Bases left loaded. Good play by the shortstop. And we will move to the bottom of the second.
Connected.
Carson Beck comes up to communicate with his offensive lineman. Dejon Edwards trying to do the same.
See how conservative they are here. A punt wouldn't be the very worst thing for Georgia.
Look out from behind. Pass is complete to Edwards, but he's going to be stopped at the 39.
Yeah, that was good defense by Tennessee. Lay way back. You knew Georgia would not make a throw that put any type of interception on the books. Gets the pressure from the outside, gets rid of it, check down. That's a defense wins.
And so Georgia will have to punt. Brett Thorson will come out to kick it away. It might have to wait until the second quarter, will depend. Georgia has not allowed a punt return this year. One of only 3 teams in the country that can make that claim. And Thorson takes his time to kick it away. Going to take a Georgia bounce inside the 15. They still haven't allowed a punt return this year.
And kills the rest of the first quarter in the same time.
That it does. End of 1. 10-7 Georgia. You don't want to miss the beginning of the second quarter. Trust me. We'll be back shortly.
Those new tires.
So move to the bottom of the second. Rachel's still in the circle. We got strike 1. Same defense as last inning. Cameron Payne is your catcher. Over a third, you got Camille Cloudy. It just swung and fouled back. Shortstops Kinsley Schulte, Kendall White at second, and Olivia Diaz over at first. No balls, 2 strikes. Abby Beseda's in left. Hyatt Hess in center. And Carissa Cloudy in right. That ball's popped up towards first. A-Liv's got it and puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Number 7.
It's hit to short to Kinsley. She's got it. It's over to first. And the batters retire for the second out of the inning. So a good start to this inning. A-Liv grabs the pop-up to start the inning. Kinsley grabs the ground ball to short. We got 2 outs. in a 3-0 lead. Pitches up and in, and she turns on it and it hits off the handle of the bat, so it's a foul ball. No balls, one strike. Which is up, ball one. Pitch is hit hard towards second. Kendall's got it over to first, and that's 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down. Good defense by the Hotshots. Good pitching from Rachel, and they'll move into the top of the second. Hotshots 3, Eclipse nothing.
Connected.
Special attention to do whatever we do, and I had a little trouble with hearing, but we know Rocky Top, and that song was written.
Dolly's got a version of Rocky Top on her new album that I think is called Rockstar, if I'm not mistaken. She just went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She is, of course, a member of every country music Hall of Fame there.
I got to believe that. That's Peyton's best scramble of his career.
Peyton had not met Dolly until just before they came out, and he is he's smitten. I'm going to tell you that right now. Back to football we go. First quarter, 1 snap, a 75-yard touchdown by Jalen Wright. Joe Milton is the leading receiver for Tennessee. That's never a good sign. 1 for 1 to himself off a ricochet of his offensive lineman's helmet. And Georgia, 10 straight points.
Moving to the top of the third. You live as your batter. Let's foul back. That ball is stroked way over the left fielder's head, and she's off and running. She's around first. That ball's all the way to the fence. She's around second, on her way to third. The throw's in, but it misses the cut, and it's going to be a triple. That thing was belted well over the left fielder's head, and A-Liv is in with the triple. Brings in Camille Cloudy after that thunderous shot. Abby Bassett on deck. And that's hit hard too, right down the line. It's going to be a long throw, and she is safe at first. So an infield single. Runner is held over at third. Well placed ball over there at third base. It's first and third. Hot shots threatening. Most likely, Camille will be off and running with this pitch. There's the pitch, that's down, it bounces, it's past the catchers. Hotshots are having some shoe problems. Another flat tire, got a shoe that needs tied in the on-deck circle. Abby's your batter. Here's the pitch. She strokes one hard out in the left center field. That's down, and it's past the left fielder and center fielder. Aliv is in to score, Camilla's in to score, and Abby's got a stand-up double. So Abby delivers last game with a triple to drive in two. She drives in two here with a double into left center. And that'll bring up Campaign. Cameron grounded out to shortstop last time. See if she can keep this thing rolling. There's a pitch hit to third base. It's soft. It's going to be a tight play at third. And she's safe. So another infield single. And Abby's moving over to third base. So it's going to be first and third. You got Cameron at first, Abby over at third. And a 5-0 Hotshots lead. Brings up Hyatt. And she fouls the first one back. No balls, one strike. Here's a pitch. That one's down. And Cameron is on her way to second base. So that's second and third. Still nobody out in this inning. Some well-placed balls, some hard hit balls. And the Hotshots have already gotten two. Second and third, nobody out. Hyatt's out in front of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got Aubrey on deck. Kendall White is in the hole. Ball's up and against the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball's down. Ball's hit to short. Throw over to first. It's going to get Hyatt. That drives in a run. So 6-0 Hotshots. That brings in Aubrey, the 9-year-old phenom, ready to take a hack at this one. First pitch is low. Maybe Aubrey should have batted earlier in one of the games. The team in the dugout's going crazy. And you didn't hear anything from them in the first game. The second game, maybe they just needed something to liven them up. Excited to see Aubrey get a chance here. Pitch is up. 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball is grounded back to the pitcher. It's a play at the plate. And Cam is going to be out on the fielder's choice. So it'll bring up Kendall White. You got 2 outs. 6-0 Hotshots lead. And another slap. Shortstop tries to make a diving play. This is going to be a tough one. Kendall is safe at first, and it moves Aubrey over to second. Brings up Kinsley Schulte. Got Chris on deck. That ball's away. Do you want? Pitch is low, swung on. First and second, 2 outs. Kinsley Schulte with Chris on deck. That ball's high. Let me validate this count with the umpire. Hopefully he'll tell us what it is. I believe it. 3 balls, 1 strike. We got it right here. 2 outs. Aubrey's out at second. That pitch is low and ball 4. So Kinsley will walk here to load the bases. Aubrey moves over to third, brings up Chris Cloudy. You have Kendall White over at second, and Kinsley has moved over to first. They're going to call timeout and make a pitching change here. Going to pause and give them time to reset.
Connected.
Lejean with a reception for the first down. He'll go out. Milton comes back in as Georgia continues to rotate those 2 guys in the backfield. Arian Smith getting a little time at wide receiver. He's down to the bottom of the screen and now in motion. Maybe the fastest player on Georgia's team. They fake it to him. And Beck throws down the sideline to guess who? Brock Bowers, first down at the 11.
Well, we've seen this play so many times. The play action motion, which allows the wheel route time to come out and come down the field. That allows it, and then you got to gut it in. You cannot lob this ball, and that's exactly what he did.
21-yard pickup. Bowers has got, what, 5 catches already?
I'll tell you, when you're calling plays, Mike.
All right, so Carissa digs in here. First pitch is a strike. Aubrey's down at third base. Kendall's your runner at second. Kinsley at first. Chris has been finding ways to put the ball in play and get on so far today, this game. She's walked and singled on a bunt last time that rolled out towards third base. Couldn't get her. Keep the hot stick here. We got bases loaded, 2 outs, 6-0 Hotshots lead. Ball's up. She slaps it, but it's foul back. Here's the pitch. Change up. It's foul back. She's able to stick with it and stay alive. Chris is your batter. You got Rachel Sanders on deck. Olivia Diaz would be your number 3 batter. Another slap. Foul back. Another changeup. Good eye there. It was a tough one. The umpire was looking to call it, but didn't pull the trigger. We had 2 balls, 2 strikes on Carissa. Just going to dig in here with the bases loaded. And here's your pitch. Another one. She takes it, and that's going to be a full count. slap, stays alive, just fouls it away. Set 3-2. Slap, and this one gets by her. So that'll end the inning. Bases are loaded. 6-0 Hotshots lead. Moving into the bottom of the third.
Connected.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months or get a low $369 per month lease on Rogue. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
Join us for the 74th annual HEB Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Adam Zucker, New York, with this Heisman Watch presented by Nissan. Bo Nix and number 6 Oregon, the #1 scoring team in the country, and already twice today, Nix has found Patrick Herbert for a touchdown. They lead at Arizona State 14-0. And the top 2 quarterbacks in passing yards a game in action tonight. Michael Penix trying to keep Washington undefeated at Oregon State, and we'll see how much Jaden Daniels needs to play against Georgia State for LSU tonight.
Guess you're not getting the Panthers that much credit tonight against LSU there, Zuck. Well, CBS Tuesday, head down under for NCIS Sydney. 2 teams of highly trained misfits will come together to defuse naval crimes in the most contested patch of ocean on the planet. NCIS Sydney, new series Tuesday at 8.
So we're into the bottom of the third. First pitch is fouled back. Rachel's still your pitcher here. Same defense as before. Cameron behind the plate. They live over at first. Kendall at second. Third base is Camille and Kinsley at short. That ball is down. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the leadoff batter in the bottom of the third inning. Left field, you have Abby, who's having a great day with the bat. Out in center, you have Hyatt. And in right field is Carissa. About 50 minutes into the game so far. Probably have 10 to 15 minutes left before they'll call this one. A nice 6-0 lead here for the Hotshots. Just looking to record a few more outs in this game. Based on the 3-3 tie in the last game, I would assume they will call time regardless of what top or bottom of the inning and just end the game there. And it will be scored as such. So, got a full count here. 6-0 Hotshots lead. So just looking to record a few more outs and put this one in the win column. That's popped up. It is high and towards first base. Aliv has got it as her and Rachel kind of collide over there, but she does squeeze it, and that's the first out. pitches the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Ooh, hit hard. Rachel grabs it, throws it to first, and that's the second out of the inning. And that one was hit hard back at her. She gets the glove down and goes 1-3 for the second out. Pitch is up in the zone. It's offered at strike 1. Good pitch, but it's away. Hit off the hands. Kinsley's ranging over, and she snags it in front of second base, so that's the third out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3, 2 innings in a row. Kinsley catches that line drive, pop up towards second base. Does a good job of getting over that. And that's the third out of the inning. We're going to move into the top of the fourth. We should have about 10 minutes left in this game. Hotshots will be coming up to bat.
Loss of a yard or two.
So the trouble with this Tennessee offense is Dijon kind of limps as it gets up. Tim Banks, defensive coordinator, doesn't feel real confident in blitzing because he doesn't match up well man-to-man with all these different receivers. As you look at Tim, what do? I like the blitz, but I don't love my man-to-man matchups.
Milton back in there at tailback. As Gary said, Dejon Edwards kind of limped off on that last play. Brock Bowers in motion on the left side. Beck waits and goes.
So moving to the top of the fourth, Rachel Sanders is going to be your batter, Olivia Diaz, and then Camille Cloudy is the number 3. Here's the pitch. Ooh, buzzes are inside, ball 1. Let's hit hard third base. Foul ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Change up. And 2 balls, 1 strike. Fortunately, this will most likely be the last live stream of the day. There is one more game. I will not be here, so we'll see if somebody can take over a camera and keep the stream up. But if not, we'll be back at it tomorrow once we know where we get seated. 3 balls, 1 strike. Recap of the day. We started off with a tough one, 7-2 this morning. Second game versus the Dukes was a tie game, and then game number 3 here, Hotshots are leading 6-0 versus Eclipse. I believe the game tonight, 5:30ish, is Illusions Gold. I believe we've played once before and ended up winning that game. Eli's your batter. You got Rachel was your runner first. It's just pinch run by Carissa. And that was a hit by pitch. So you have Chris at second, Eliv at first. Camille is your batter. That's hit back to the pitcher. They got a force at third. She spins and throws at third, but she's late, and the bases are going to be loaded. That brings up Abby. Cameron Payne and Hyatt will be your number 3 batter. Abby's had a hot stick today. She's 2 for 2 in this game with single and a double. Tripled last game. Drove into. That one's popped up. The catcher corrals it. That'll be out number 1. Bases are loaded. Cameron hits it hard, and that's going to get Chris doubled off over at third. So bases loaded, nobody out, turns into 3 quickly there with that double play, and that'll end the inning going into the bottom of the 4th. Hot shot 6, Eclipse nothing.
Now batting for the Texas Eclipse, number 8, Russell.
Moving to the bottom of the 4th. Rachel Sanders still in there pitching. She's on 34 pitches so far in 3 innings. That's strike 1. Same defense as before. Cambridge behind the plate. Kinsley is your shortstop. Kendall is over at second. Olivia at first. And Camille at third. That pitch is high. Hyatt's in center. Over and right is Carissa, and left is Abby. Here for the bottom of the fourth inning. We got 1-1 count. Pitch is up, ball 2. Ball's hit to center. It's dropping. Hyatt, oh, almost has it. She's rounding first, headed to second. Abby's going to throw it in. She retreats. So Hyatt comes in on that, does a good job of charging that ball. Goes off the fingers and drops for a hit, but good aggressive play out there in center field, trying to come in and cut that one off. A runner on first base with nobody out. We are, at, according to my clock, an hour and 4 minutes into this, so they could call time at any second. Ball is up, swung on, foul back. And it goes down to second, but a foul ball, so she's going to have to head back towards first. Ball's hit. It's a line drive into left center. Abby and Hyatt try to decide who's going to grab it. That's a single. Second hit of the inning. You got first and second. Ball hit to Kinsley at short. She comes in, has some trouble with the runner in front of her, and bases are going to be loaded. Pitch is fouled down the third baseline out of play. The ball's popped up towards short. Kinsley's under it. She's got this one. Pop out to short will be the first out of the inning. Kinsley handles that one. Bases are still loaded. Nobody's come across. We got one out. 6-0 Hotshots lead. Just ball low and in. It's up. 2 balls, no strikes.
Did you ask?
So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded. Here's the pitch. call ball 3. Good pitch and strike. It's fouled back. 3-1's the count. Got to force anywhere. And at this point of the game, 6-0 lead and basically out of time. Just looking to record outs any way possible. Pitch is up, all 4. So that'll bring a run across. And the bases are still loaded. There we go, that's strike 1. Rachel gets ahead of this batter. The base is loaded. 1 out. Ground ball, you just go step on a base somewhere. The ball swung and fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. A little surprising in this game. It's been this way all day as Rachel throws pretty hard and has a lot of movement on her pitches, but pitch is fouled back. 6-2, bases loaded, and the tying run is now at the plate. According to my clock, we're 1 hour and 10 minutes into this game, so I'm not looking for help, but trying to figure out why exactly this game hasn't been called yet. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. Same with Rachel. She throws pretty hard, has a lot of movement. Hasn't had a lot of strikeouts today. Been pitching well. Not a whole lot of defense behind her in the first game. This one's popped up. Rachel's calling it, and it's going to bounce. Foul. So Rachel called it. Kim, at that point, gave up on it. And they both looked at each other, trying to figure out who was going to go get that ball. So a little confusion there. Just reset and find a way to get an out here. We've got no balls, 2 strikes. Ball's lined in the center to Hyatt. She's under it. She's got it. That's the 2nd out. Throw in. They can go to 3rd for a double play here. She slides through it. Hopefully she's okay. Good way to twist an ankle or a knee. But Hyatt makes the play out in the center field. So a good play on the fly ball. Records the 2nd out of the inning, and all the bases remain full. But we do now have 2 outs. And a force out at any base, looking to get out of this inning, and I'm sure if we record the 3rd out here, they will call this game. Strike 1. Maybe I was wrong at the beginning of the game when I said that at time they will call. They did complete the inning last game, but then called it at a 3-3 tie, so you'd assume, does it really matter? Are they just calling on time? I guess it does. Pitch is up. This is the bottom of the inning. Cameron appeals that out to the base umpire, and he does say she goes around. So that's no balls, 2 strikes. 1 strike away from clinching this one. Pitch is hit hard to second. Kendall can't handle it. It is past A-Liv at first, and they're going to get 2 here. Play at the plate. She's called out. So the first run will score, but A-Liv recovers and makes a play at home for the 3rd out, and the Hotshots are going to take this one 6-3.